So it is my second day back in America after being in Vietnam for 6 weeks. But it's my first day going out. Yesterday I just basically slept when I got home. And I gotta tell you, I have reverse culture shock now. I do. I have reverse culture shock. It feels very, very weird to be back here. And I'm very quickly reminded of reasons that I wanted to leave in the first place and go abroad again. And I just, okay, so America, right? Everyone knows the economy's, not great. Things are expensive, inflation, this, that, and the other. There's a whole laundry list, okay? Everyone's feeling the pressure of groceries, everything. But, man, when you go to Vietnam, it is so dirt cheap, okay? I was staying so I spent a chunk of my time in Ho Chi Minh City, like a good, probably solid about 3 weeks. And then I spent a few days in Vung Tau. And the rest of my time was in Da Nang. So I think it was 2 weeks in Da Nang. So, but it was a total of like exactly 6 weeks. And like food out there, $2. I'm not getting $2 for a nice like sit down restaurant meal at a street stall. If you want to get Western food in Da Nang, if you're kind of balling a little bit, like $8. That was to eat bacon, eggs, toast, avocado slices, an espresso, some fruit. I mean, that's really like me going out of my way, though, to try and get something like nice and good and Western. A pizza, $6, $7 out there. So, it's just an amazing value. And in Ho Chi Minh City, like just eating Com Tam or Cum Tam, I know I botch because I don't, with the tones and everything, but you want to eat Bun Thit Nung, Bun Cha, things like that on the street, they're cheap. $2, $1.50, $2, $2.30, something like that. Coffee, dirt cheap. $1, like $1 for like a cafe den. I had that every single day. When I was in Da Nang, I would wake up, I would go get 2 double portion cafe den. I'd get that no sugar, no milk, and it was like 40,000 for 2 dong, which I don't know the rough translation, but it's cheap. It's very cheap. We're talking like $2 or something. And I would get that every morning. I would walk and get that, okay? You get you a nice little bun bao on the street, 20,000 VND, and tasty snacks, food everywhere. Like you can just walk. Here it's just very vapid, and it's boring. It's culturally devout. And look, I will be the first to say there's a lot of influencers that talk bad about the US, and they're selling something, move abroad, and I think people go off the deep end with it. I think that there's a middle ground. The United States does have some good things to it. I will say that. It does. The wide open space and the air quality alone are not things to take lightly. Okay, I did get sick in Ho Chi Minh City. After spending about 3 weeks there, I did develop bronchitis, which cleared out as soon as I got to Da Nang. But the density of the population combined with the motorbikes, burning trash and everything, it takes a toll on the air quality. So I like a lot of the parks we have in America. I like the wide open space and fresh air. And it's very green in the state that I was born in and that I'm in right now in Georgia. It's very green. We have a lot of very beautiful nature and landscape diversity in America. I enjoy that. But the sense of freedom you get in a place like Vietnam, like you just take a grab on a motorbike, and man, I could wax poetically about this, but like it's just such a free culture. You're just riding in the back of a Honda Airblade motorbike. These, like, people in America are so concerned overly about the future and safety. Like, out there you'll see somebody on a 100cc motorbike with their newborn baby, the 4-year-old kid, the wife and the husband riding it wearing flip-flops. You'll see people in flip-flops smoking a cigarette riding a motorbike, and it's just nothing. And I've seen people tap into each other at a light. They just drive right off. It's not a society like in the US where it's like sue happy. And I had zero encounters with law enforcement or anything there. I mean, I'm not one to try and get in trouble anywhere I go, you know, but it feels so free because you're not constrained. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, if you want to start a business there, you just start the business. Like, if you want to sell food, you just sell food. You don't have to get 27,000 permits and pay taxes on everything and insurance for this and insurance for that. And that's one thing that's a huge scam in America is insurance. Oh, it's an absolute joke, the insurance industry. And I can say that wholeheartedly. We're led to believe we need insurance for every little thing in America. I got a blood test in Vietnam for $10 when I got sick. Okay, I got a blood test for $10. You can get opiates over the counter in Vietnam. You can get most drugs over the counter. You can go get testosterone at a freaking pharmacy. Like, tell me how America is so free when there's so much restriction on everything. And the type of people I hear that spout this crap, they've never traveled. These are the type of people that if they've ever traveled, they just went to Cancun for 4 days. Like, they've never traveled outside of the country. And it's like, look, I'm not clowning. Like, I have family in America. I have good friends in America. And I like things about America. But culturally, this is my problem with America. Is culturally, it's a very shallow place. And all I see when I come back is just blatant consumerism. I see a lot of people, there's no sense of community, and it's just blatant people just spending money trying to buy happiness from material crap. That's all I see. I see dude bros in Toyota Tacomas and like it's just all material bullshit. Like it's all fucking marketing crap in America. It's all fucking marketing to trick you into buying things to stay poor forever. And all people just worship material shit here. You know what I fucking loved about Vietnam? Okay, was just having a fucking coffee in the morning, just walking and just see. There's a fucking rooster. There's people talking, doing stretching, dynamic dancing and yoga shit. There's just people out and about, even like 75-year-old people exercising. Like, people don't talk to each other in America anymore. Like, it's just a fucking cultural wasteland. Like, it is. It's just Target, Taco Bell, Starbucks, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Racetrack, it's just a strip mall wasteland. What is American culture? And we're raked over the coals. I went in a few stores today, and I was just looking for a backpack. I don't even necessarily need one, but mine got damaged on the trip, and I was looking at prices, and holy shit, I can go to Saigon Square and get the same thing for $20, $10. You know what I mean? So it's like, the cost of everything in America is so damn high too. And it just makes you wonder, like, I mean, yeah, you make more income here. That's the thing, is that to a local person, it doesn't feel cheap because they make less money hourly. I realize that. But I don't think people are moving here in droves anymore, because I think a lot of people that come here want to work here and stack a lot of money, then go retire in their home country. I truly think that. And it's not the same America I grew up in. It's not the same as when I was a kid. America was a lot more positive of a place to be when I was a child. Okay? when I was a young teen. It just felt better. I don't know how to explain it. Like 1998 America felt way different. It did. There was a more positive atmosphere. Now there's just a negative air, and all that's left, I swear to God, it just feels like vapid, consumerist, toxic waste dump. It is absolutely terrible. And literally all I see is just materialism in America. Like, that's all I fucking see is people financing cars, financing everything, because they probably work a job they hate and they think they can buy their way into happiness with material possessions, and none of the shit works. And honestly, that's one of the biggest things, having gone there or abroad and lived for 6 weeks, is I realized very quickly I don't need like half the shit that I have. I really don't. I don't need 9 pairs of shorts of the same ones. Okay, I need like 3. Okay, I don't need 9 pairs of shoes because I wore sandals every single day while I was there. You know, you don't need a lot. It's a trick. It's a trick. All these companies, they know how to market things to us and trigger into our hard wiring to get us to part with our damn money. And people spend their life worshiping these things, like a BMW, a Mercedes-Benz, a Lexus. And I'm in a Lexus saying that, but it's an old Lexus, okay? But people spend their whole life working for a Rolex, for a car. Then they're stuck in a job they hate. They're stuck in a job they hate to pay all these payments because they're paying an $800 a month car payment, and they're in a $480,000 house when they should have bought a $300,000 house. And it's like, I know housing's ridiculous now, but I'm just saying, like, people set themselves up, though, to be in this trap. And it's like, just people don't know how to live within their means in America either. And it just frustrates the fuck out of me, because it's like, I go to these poor countries, and it's like, because I've been to El Salvador, I've been to Thailand before, I've been to Laos before, and I've seen real poverty. And like, I think some of these people are genuinely happier than Americans. Like, I mean, when I say Americans and I talk about materialism, I'm talking about, go to your classic middle class $460,000 house in a subdivision. Sorry, got some vitamins spilling out here. Go to any neighborhood. You got the dude bro sales exec husband with the Yukon Denali XL in the driveway, with the lacrosse team 13-year-old son with the broccoli haircut, trophy wife having. This is the type of thing I'm talking about, at least where I live. And it's just, I don't think these people are actually happy. I think it's all an illusion. They buy all this shit to give off an image of success. But I think a lot of people out here are living in utter misery. And people are so concerned about retirement in the future. And I get it. You have to be. But, man, people really live in the moment in some of these more developing countries. And they're a lot more able to harness enjoyment of very, very simple things like a cup of coffee, a conversation. And there's things I don't particularly care for in Vietnam. The driving is insane, the air quality, and just in general, Ho Chi Minh City's a little too crowded for me. I really like Da Nang, and I'd love to go see Hue, and I'd love to go see some other places. But, you know, every place has its flaws. I'm not saying it's a paradise, okay? Every country has issues. But I can speak about America because I've, been here for 33 years. Born and raised, grew up Metro Atlanta. And it's just not what it was. I mean, yeah, there's materialism in every country. You go to Vietnam, there's materialism too. You go to any country in the world. But here, it's almost like a replacement for culture, materialism for people. And it's just like people worship material goods, and I just don't get it, and I can't find fulfillment from it anymore. I'm just at a point in my life where, it's like I'm not spending $300 for a fucking jacket, okay? I'm gonna go on DHgate and buy the fake one that does 80% of the job at 1/8 of the cost. I'm sorry. I just, none of this shit means anything to me. It just doesn't mean anything, and I just simply can't deal with it anymore. I can't deal with it. I'm done. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to start making money and work, but America just isn't fulfilling to me anymore. So that's my rant. It feels super weird to be back, and my sleep is all kinds of jacked up. But